Hey, what it do, what it do, what it do? It's your boy Q, and it's about that time we get down and do what it do. Welcome back to the Content Creators Corner, aka C Cubed, and we got something special to talk about this week because apparently 'tis the season to quit streaming. Let's talk about it.
I don't wanna be you, I just wanna be me. Do my thing, my thing. And if I was you, I would wanna be me. Do my thing, my thing. 'Cause all these other...
Now look, if you're looking for a good place to get some weekly content in regards to growing your brand, growing your stream, growing your content creation, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below, ring those notifications, make sure that bell is turned on, that way we can catch you back for the next video. If you're looking for a good community filled with some streamers that are looking to make some noise in 2021, looking for some accountability buddies, look for that Discord link down below. Now, I know that this is gonna seem weird, and if any of my homies are watching, look, I promise you one thing, that this really is not influenced by the recent announcements from some of the people in my community or from my network of people that I've been rocking with for some times. Look, it's just that time of year, and I get it. And the reason that I get it is because if I can be perfectly honest with you, I was there last year. It wasn't but around this time last year, you know, the game that I had been growing my channel on over here on Twitch before I first went over to Mixer before the shutdown, the game started to go on a decline, viewership, player base, started to see it getting neglected by the devs. I wasn't seeing the growth that I thought I was going to see in 2019. So I understand the frustration, but I do have a serious question for you. You didn't come this far just to come this far, did you? I mean, look, we've talked about it on this channel before, so I don't want to sound like I'm beating a dead horse or repeating the same things, but you know, when it comes to people who do things for a profession, like when we're talking about sports players, how many hours do you think that they've spent collectively in a gym, whether it be shooting a basketball, whether it be working on hitting pitches, whether it be just lifting weights, conditioning? There's so much that goes into it before a player can even get to the pros and have fun performing in front of thousands of people. There's really no difference here. And it's the same thing for musicians. How many 20-person shows do you think that a musician or a band has to play in front of in order to catch their break? Spoiler alert. It's a lot, trust me. And if you're feeling any of those woes, feeling like you really haven't seen the growth that you were expecting in 2020, if you feel like you're seeing your numbers on the decline, the first thing I can tell you is just turn your numbers off. Like, turn it where you cannot see that when you're looking at your stream dashboard. And it's time to focus on what matters. And that's your chat. What good is it doing worrying about anything when it comes to attracting new people to your channel if no one that is in there right now is coming back? Right? Viewership and streaming, it's gonna be inconsistent. And you're going to notice it more when you're going from 20 viewers down to 12 viewers versus somebody who goes from 20,000 viewers down to 12,000 viewers when they've been doing this for a while. Even though they're literally the same exact percentages, at 12,000 viewers, you're still going to see the chat being really active, enough's going on that you really don't notice that difference. It's always going to be diverse across the board. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, you're going to hit plateaus, you're going to hit valleys. It's just a part of the game. As of February 2020, you know, like pre-COVID, pre-Mixer shutdown and all of that, there were roughly 3.8 million people who broadcasted on Twitch just in the month of February. What makes you different? Like, what makes you different than the next guy who's simply going live and doing nothing else? Oh, you're going live on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube? Now look, hold on a second. I'm not trying to knock multicasters. It's proven that that's going to help widen your reach for sure. But like, what else are you doing? Because let's be honest, what more is that really requiring of you to go from streaming just to Twitch to now streaming to multiple platforms other than like pressing a extra button? Like, what extra effort are you putting in to grow? Are you pulling clips to share on Twitter and Instagram? Are you learning the basics of editing while you learn the basics of the YouTube game itself? Are you being active on forums like Reddit or Facebook groups for the game that you're streaming primarily? Have you started a TikTok? And look, for the people watching like, hey, are you on TikTok? No, I am not. That's the next thing on the list. Thank you very much. It's all a growing process, right? Now, look, I just named off a whole bunch of things that realistically most of y'all aren't doing. And my best recommendation for you is to not try and learn them all at once either. Like, there's no reason to become a jack of all trades right away. Instead, let's just focus on becoming a master of one. Now, I'm not saying that you only focus on one until you're a perfectionist at that, because obviously that's going to take forever and that will prevent your growth. But maybe try, learning one for a couple weeks, and then as you get the hang of that, then you can move on to the next thing down the list. Put as many tools in your bag to kind of help you when it comes to building this foundation. Like, let's be honest, there's so many facets in this content creation game that we really should be focusing on in the early years of our development, that really our viewership should really be one of the last things that we're worried about. Can we be fair and honest? And look, I get it. I know your road to affiliate, your road to partner, they all are really based around that concurrent viewership, but those are going to come and those are going to grow as we really get better at all these other facets of our game. And I'm really not going to try and sit here and tell you that like I have mastered all this or that I've figured things out. Lord knows I'm still learning every day. But I do know what it's like to be in that rut. Like I said, it was about this time last year that I was there. What I do know, and what I can tell you from experience though, is once I finally stopped really caring about that concurrent viewership, focused on building those relationships with the people that were in my stream, as well as making myself stronger in all of those other facets of content creation, that I really started to see the brand grow more consistently. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And I know that sounds cliche. I get it. It's one of the most cliche sayings out there, but you got to really understand it. This thing doesn't happen overnight. It's going to take a while. And you know what that one thing that people forget to mention when they say that it's a marathon, not a sprint? How long do you think it takes people to train to run a marathon? They're not going to do it overnight. So do yourself a favor. Work on the small things. It's time to start training for that marathon. We need to do everything. We need to be able to make sure that we can have a really good presence on social media. We have to make sure that our content looks really good, whether it be just our stream, videos going on YouTube, or clips going up on social media. There's so much that goes into it. Now, if you are looking for a fun community to hang in, we do talk a lot about streaming as well as obviously the games that we play. Feel free to stop by over on our Twitch. That link's going to be down in the description below. Now, if you found anything in this video helpful, do me a huge favor. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Those are actually going to help us with our algorithm. That way we can get our content in front of more people and potentially help us help more aspiring content creators. And if you really do like the content, and you feel like it's something that's going to help grow your brand, do yourself a favor, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on, because we're going to be posting this Content Creators Corner over here on this channel weekly. And look, remember, life's crazy. So I need y'all to do me one last huge favor, all right? With everything crazy going on in the world today, be true, be you, be sincere, game hard, love harder. We'll catch y'all back for the next video. It's your boy Q, signing out.
If you ain't show something, you just don't wanna be. You wanna be me, but you will never be as fresh as see you in.